God said, prepare for a bull run. He's speaking through the constellation Taurus, and he has a lot to say. Let's get into it. Over the last few days, God has had me prophesying in great detail over the months of December and January. Each constellation God placed in the sky prophesies a specific message and ministers or orchestrates a specific function in the earth. This is found in the book of Genesis, in the beginning. God is speaking through the constellations, and we are entering the time of Taurus. Taurus and its partnering stars take the center stage in the heavens and perform their work through the months of December through April. I will be speaking the word of the Lord concerning 3 of the constellations within Taurus. Firstly, let's talk about the Seven Sisters constellation, otherwise known as the Pleiades. This constellation points to and confirms the crowning of Esther that I had released a prophetic word about over the last 2 days. Esther was given 7 maidens to service her in preparation to her night with the king. Her crowning also consisted of a royal banquet and tax cuts for the entire kingdom. I spoke about how this also points to a reason for celebration and a type of wealth blessing released around December 13th, or the 1st of Tevet, when Esther was crowned Queen of Persia. The name Pleiades means the congregation of the judge. So I Googled the congregation of the judge, and to my surprise, the first thing to pop up on my screen was Psalm 82. This is what it says. God stands in the congregation of the mighty. He judges among the gods. How long will you judge unjustly and show partiality to the wicked? Defend the poor and fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and needy. Deliver the poor and needy. Free them from the hand of the wicked. They do not know, nor do they understand. They walk about in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are unstable. I said, you are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High, but you shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. Arise, O God, judge the earth, for you shall inherit all nations. This also has to do with the horns prophecy that I released along with the crowning of Esther prophecy. This psalm and this constellation confirms Esther's crowning, God's favor towards the orphan, and faithfulness towards justice and the saving of his people. God used Esther to rule over Persia and save his people from total destruction, and he is about to do the same for us today in the coming months of December and January, and I believe all the way through to the end of Purim, as well as through the months of April, because this is the cycle of the constellation for Taurus. Looking at Esther 2:9, it says Haggai was very impressed with Esther and treated her kindly. He quickly ordered a special menu for her and provided her with beauty treatments. He also assigned her 7 maids, specially chosen from the king's palace, and he moved her and her maids into the best place in the harem. Just like Esther's life changed from rags to riches overnight, so will it seem to be for the righteous remnant. Now let's get into the constellation Taurus. According to In the Sky, Taurus is a prominent northern constellation that is highest in the sky over the northern hemisphere in the months of December and January. The constellation Taurus depicts a bull rushing forward with its horns in attack mode, ready to pierce and destroy everything in its path. Psalm 110 verse 1 is tied to the constellation Taurus. The Lord tells us in this verse to sit at his right hand until he makes our enemies a a footstool for our feet. It's also tied to Mark 13:26. And it states that at that time, people will see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with great power and glory. God is announcing to us through the constellation Taurus that he is about to make a power move that will display his glory and trample our enemies this coming December and January. The name Taurus means the bull coming to rule. Not only that, but I believe Taurus is a prophetic sign that there is about to be a bull run that will kick off the wealth transfer that the elect have all been waiting for. Look for a bull run in the months of December and January. Now for the constellation Orion. Orion is the most visible in the evening sky from January to April in the northern hemisphere. This is a prophetic marker to us of when we can expect to see the ministry of Orion in the earth. Orion is one of the brightest, most well-known, and easy to find constellations in the sky. It is also well documented in the following verses: Amos 5:8, Job 9:9, Job 38:31. The constellation of Orion is pictured as a mighty hunter with a large club in his right hand raised above his head. He holds a lion's skin in his left hand that he killed. Orion's belt is possibly the most well-known star group in the sky. His sword is hanging from that belt. His left foot is raised and ready to crush the head of the serpent, Lepus. The Hebrew name for Orion is Chisel, meaning a strong one. The Egyptian name is Hagat, which means this is he who triumphs. The Egyptian hieroglyphics on the Dendra zodiac below his figure look like Or, from which came the first spelling of Orion, and has the meaning of light. The Akkadian language gave him the name Urana, meaning the light of heaven. The meaning of the name Orion means coming forth as light. From all this, we can easily say that Orion is symbolizing Jesus, the light of the world coming to earth. Orion is also known as the mighty hunter, who is the light of the world coming to earth to destroy his enemies. The star names of this constellation are spectacular both in brightness and in meaning. These star names gives an amazing word picture of the Christ who will come again to divide the enemy, destroy the evil one, and save his people. Here are the meanings of the star names. We've got one of the stars, I'm just going to list them. The branch, the mighty, the ruling prince, the wounded one, the coming of the branch, who treadeth underfoot, the bruising, quickly coming to swiftly destroy, dividing sacrifice, coming, the mighty giant, coming forth, the strong, treading on or kicking, bruised on his foot, the prince, and bound together. The stars within Orion testify of the God of all of heaven and earth, the Lord Jesus Christ, coming to destroy his enemies and give victory to his people and bring justice in the earth. And what justice does is uncover the unjust things that have been going on, and it rewards each person for the good or the bad in which they have done. So we will see justice come into the land, and we will see the overturning of the wicked and the wealth being handed to the people of God, as well as their ministries being restored and activated in the earth. It's amazing, amazing times. Be excited for the months of January, December, and what lies ahead beyond that.